We're definitely at the 9th of September 2024. I'm Connor McIver. This is going to be your real estate update for Santa Clarita and what's happening in the general areas. Right now, still very much a seller's market, but we're watching a small delay in the sales of listings. We see an increase of days on market timeframes. That means it's taking longer to sell residential real estate here in the Santa Clarita Valley. And because of that, properties are lasting a little bit longer. And we're also seeing the reflection of those changes in the price reductions that we're watching in all residential real estate. In every week, every 7-day period, we'll get anywhere from 60 to 80 price changes. 90% of those are price reductions from listing price to a new listing price. There's a few reasons for this for sellers, but first and foremost, it's going to start that online advertising and marketing again, because with any fresh change, most of the syndication websites will pick up that listing again, put it to the very top, and then that'll be the first in your feed if you happen to be getting listings from any of these syndication sites. If you are getting listings from syndication sites, my suggestion, because you're unable in most markets to see the coming soon listings, these are listings that are going to be coming onto the market in the next 21 days or less. You're not going to see those unless you're a member or signed up with a local realtor, member of the multiple listing service. That agent will be able to put together those listings that fit your criteria and have those sent to you as soon as they hit the market in the coming soon form. Not all listings are going to be listed as coming soon. Some listings will go directly from contract into the MLS to be advertised and marketed and listed for sale the exact same day. But in a lot of cases, there's at least a few days of runtime, and that gives you as a buyer less stress because you get to do more due diligence prior to the listing coming on the market. The question that came in a couple days ago regarding coming soon: is there a chance that listing is going to sell before the coming soon date? And absolutely yes, that is definitely a possibility. My suggestion is make sure your agent calls and finds out. But even if the other agent on the other side of the transaction, the listing agent is the one hired by the seller, even if they're telling you, hey, listen, you don't have anything to worry about, this listing is going to be available in a couple of days, don't believe it. If it's something that your client wants vehemently, make sure your client gets as much access as possible. And in fact, inform the agent that you have a very interested client. So if there is anything that comes in, your client definitely wants to compete for that property. And while that makes sense and sounds like that should be just a normal understanding of things between agents, in some cases it's not. And in some cases, make sure you hire smartly, because sometimes agents want the easy way out. So that first offer in is going to be the easiest to maybe manage and work with versus trying to respond to 7 or 8 offers that have been received. My suggestion is, I don't care how many offers are received, you never know if there's a sleeper amongst any of those offers. Sleeper meaning somebody that is willing to go above and beyond what their offer may entail at the time that you've received it. Maybe the offer looks lackluster. Maybe it's missing some things. Maybe it's not as complete as a professional would write. Maybe that's not the fault of the buyer that hired that agent to write that offer. Maybe that agent's just going off of what they found on the syndication sites. Maybe their friends are giving them, maybe their friends had a very simple deal the agent was able to pull off, but the agent structured it in such a way it looked like they were a miracle worker. There's a lot of that goes on, but you'll know this when this agent starts to put offers together and then they keep coming back to you asking you for other things, which they should have had at the very beginning. That starts to remove their credibility and shows that they're really don't have the gear to serve in real estate. If you encounter that, definitely reach out to someone else locally. And again, it's not always those people that your family and friends are advising you to hire. It's not always those agents that are in your mailbox or have somehow joined with you via the syndication sites. Sometimes you owe it to yourself to look for somebody local that is plugged into all those same channels, but is all about business, all about real estate, all about educating buyers and sellers, so that when it is your time, you're hiring the right agent, and that agent can run all the interference for you necessary. Understand this: the way the market is currently, we have the September 17th an 18th Fed meeting, they might be reducing the bank rate. And that's the rate that the banks trade money to each other with. That's their rate. But sometimes when that rate is reduced, the banks then are able to adjust via different mechanisms in the economy. Some very complex, but then that mortgage rate adjusts, and that's what you see. That's what the home buyers and those home sellers that have bought at a higher interest rate, when they start to contemplate a refi, that's the rate they look at. And if that rate actually has lowered, then that's usually very beneficial for buyers and also those people that are in current mortgages looking to refinance. I'm Connor with Honor. Thank you for watching our Monday update. I'll be back tomorrow with more real estate information. When you're ready, go to SantaClaritaOpenHouses.com. Thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you in the next one. Be well.